What's up, everyone? My name is Michael DeLu. All right, and I want to thank you for even clicking on this episode of my podcast. Before I get to the episode, I would just like to ask that if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, comment on the video because it helps me tremendously in obtaining my long-term goals. All right, enjoy the episode. Let's go! All right, so I'm gonna just jump right into it, and we gonna get it rocking like that. All right, there's no time to waste. There's so much to talk about. I don't want to say there's so little time, but there's so much to talk about. So let's just jump right into it. Well, actually, before I do that, this is episode 60. This is episode 60. So I'm on the road to episode 100. This is episode 60 of Pull Up the Tape. Today is Wednesday, June 16th of 2021. I want to thank everybody that's supporting, subscribing, that's listening to the podcast, all that, all right? I appreciate you 100, and let's jump right into it, all right? So the Nets defeated the Brooklyn – oh, I said the Nets. Yes, the Nets defeated the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday. I can't remember the score off the top of my head, but the score does not matter, all right? Because the first thing I want to point out is KD's incredible performance, okay? And first of all, this podcast is gonna be a little weird today, a little weird today because you're gonna see me just jumping from bad to good because there like when it comes to performances like this, there obviously was a lot of good, but then there obviously was a lot of bad. I mean, it just depends on how you want to look at it. And I am an unbiased reporter / analyst / commentator, so I'm just gonna give you the best of both worlds. All right. The fact that the Nets were down by 17 fucking points at the half. I don't even know what the odds were at halftime, but if anybody would have told me that the Nets would have won, I would have probably thought you were high off methamphetamine. I would have thought you were high as fuck because as of halftime, the game that I was watching, I was watching at the studio thinking like, oh, damn, this game actually played out exactly how I expected it to play out. Because one, I did not see James Harden playing. Secondly, it just seemed like the Nets were just so shorthanded and outmatched against the Bucks that I was just like, I honestly didn't even envision a scenario where they could have won. Like even the fact that KD went crazy, I still didn't think they were gonna win because I'm assuming the Bucks have Giannis, the Bucks have Drew Holiday, the Bucks have Chris Middleton, the Bucks have Brook Lopez, the Bucks have a great team, and it just seems like it's just KD by himself because I couldn't envision a situation or scenario where Jeff Green will have almost 30 fucking points. I didn't see any of that happening, but it did. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you don't foresee happening that's the nature of sports. That's the nature of sports. I don't even know Kevin Durant's middle name, but I'm going to just give him I think it might be Wayne if I'm not mistaken. Let me ask Siri real quick. Siri, what's Kevin Durant's middle name? Never mind. Stupid bitch. Useless-ass bitch. Anyways, Kevin Durant had 49 points, 17 rebounds, and 10 assists. And my boy Nick Wright on First Things First said this as well, and I'm going to repeat it. This is probably one of the greatest performances ever that we've seen by a wing player, okay? Playoff, whatever. This is up there with anything LeBron has ever done in the playoffs, anything Kobe's ever done in the playoffs, anything Bird has ever done in the playoffs, Scottie Pippen, even Michael fucking Jordan, okay? This is probably like, if you really want to take into context, the severity of the game, it's a pivotal game. He's missing Kyrie. I mean, you can honestly say that James Harden was out there just to be out there because he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. And the team that they're playing against and at the stage of the playoffs it was, hey, bravo, nigga. Hey. I know KD gets a lot of hate and X, Y, and Z, and a lot of people still call him a snake, a bitch-ass nigga, blah, 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 blase. But one thing I also want to say is yesterday showed exactly why everyone was so mad that KD went to the Warriors. Because KD is able to do shit like this at the snap of his fingers. Kevin Durant can, if Kevin Durant literally wanted to do something like this again the next game, he could. Because of so many factors. One being Coach Budenholzer is a fucking idiot. Idiot. He should not be a head coach of an NBA team. He is an idiot. The shit the way his adjustments, he didn't make adjustments. His coaching was horrific. But don't even worry about that. I'm gonna fry his stupid ass later on. Don't even worry about that. He's gonna get fried. We don't barbecue my brother. He's getting fried. We're gonna barbecue that nigga later. Just give me some time. Kevin Durant, 7-footer, was just dominating last night, doing whatever he wanted. You would have thought he was Drake, Kanye, Future, like you know what I mean? Like those like when I think people who just do whatever they want, they just live their lives. I think of niggas like Drake, Kanye. Like Drake does what the fuck he wants. He smashes niggas' bitches. He flies other niggas' bitches out, fucks them, ruins their relationships. Kanye says what he wants, dresses how he wants, walks what he wants. Future fucks whoever he wants, gets whoever he wants pregnant, snatches TNB. Like, these niggas do what the fuck they want, and that's what KD was doing on the court yesterday. It didn't matter who you threw at that nigga. He was gonna cook. I chef. This is him in the fourth quarter. I chef. That's KD in the fourth, nigga. I'm watching this game like, damn, nigga, chill out. Sheesh. Man. And one of the most probably incredible things about this performance is that he played every single minute. Like, do you guys understand how intense it is? Do you guys understand how intense an NBA playoff game is? Like, this ain't no normal shit. This is a playoff, a pivotal one too at that. A pivotal one. And he played every single second of the game. This is a man who just tore his Achilles 2 years ago. 2 years ago. After Kobe tore his Achilles, he was never the same. This man, 2 years later, is dropping 50 burgers on an elite defensive team. Hey, KD, you are a nigga. KD, you are a nigga. You are a nigga. You was outside, nigga. KD was outside, nigga. Stop playing, nigga. Chefing on shit, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. God damn. Not only did he score and was the focal point of the offense, he assisted. He found Jeff Green on so many on every time the defense tried to help. He rebounded. And the most important thing, man, he made key defensive plays when his team needed it the most. Cough, cough. I cannot say the same for Giannis. Giannis, oh my God. And honestly, and I have felt this way for a long time, and I'm gonna just say it right now. Hey, Kevin Durant is better than Larry Bird. Kevin Durant is better than Larry Bird. And if niggas got an issue, we can wobble, nigga. It's nothing. Kevin Durant is better than Larry Bird, and that should come as no secret. Honestly, niggas who really know basketball, no, I'll spin facts. Only people who would be upset is people who live in Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. So shout out to KD. Hey, KD, thank you. I'm just so happy I was even alive to witness this and alive to, like, you know, and I'm old enough to where I could process what actually happened, and I understand the game of basketball so much more. So I understand, like, this what we saw yesterday was not something that happens often. Like, even those bullshit ass statistics that ESPN do. Oh, this is the first player to average this many points, blah, 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 blah. To suck the, like, bro, this is the first player to score 40 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists while wearing blue shorts with green shoes. Like, this wasn't one of those useless ass stats. This was an incredible performance. An incredible performance, all right? Hey, KD, you him. You are him. Niggas already knew you was him. That's why niggas was hot that you went to the Warriors. I personally wasn't hot, but that's just me. Because I fuck with Steph. I fuck with the Warriors. I fuck with how they built it from the ground up. Acquiring you, I mean, made it unfair, but it is what it is. Life is unfair. Fuck it. So what? So what, nigga? Anyways, Jeff Green, 27 points, 8 of 11 from the field, 7 of 8 from 3. Man, I want to give a big salute to Jeff Green. Jeff Green deserves a round of applause. 3 bitches to give him top in the morning. Like, whatever Jeff Green wants, Kevin Durant should make sure he gets, okay? If Jeff Green wants a new rollie, get him a new rollie. Because Jeff Green is the only person besides KD that decided to play yesterday for the fucking Brooklyn Nets. All the other niggas were fucking horrific. Blake Griffin, and Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, Jeff Green actually showed up to play. The rest, horrific. Blake Griffin has 17 points, 7-11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, shot 50% from 3. Bravo to him. Jeff Green, bravo to you. Shout out to you. Like, man, I honestly, what would have been the betting odds on that? Jeff Green scoring over 20 points. You probably would have made 5 bets if you would have bet money on Jeff Green doing that. Because personally, I didn't see that happening. I did not see that happening. So salute to you. You deserve. Hey man, he was hitting shot after bro. I didn't realize it until I seen the box score. He was 7 of 8 from 3. 7 of 8 from 3. Nigga, that's a lot. 7 of 8. That's 87.5% from 3. Salute to Jeff Green. Salute to Jeff Green and salute to Blake Griffin. Joe Harris, you were fucking terrible. Joe Harris, you were horrific. Ass cheeks, doo-doo. You would have thought he was Kyle Kuzma the way he was playing. Joe Harris was dookie chips, ass nuggets, trash, garbage, basura. Terrible. Fuck. 2 of 11 from the field. 2 of 11. 1 of 7 from 3. Joe Harris was out there shooting like Giannis. Oh my God. Joe Harris was shooting like Giannis, bro. I was on that probably might have been one of the most surprising things out of the entire game. I understand KD went crazy, but seeing Joe Harris shoot like that, oh my God. What the fuck? James Harden, I don't want to rip James Harden a little too hard because, you know, he did actually play, whatever, but 5 points, 8 assists. He was honestly terrible too. 46 minutes on a messed up hamstring. Like, what the how the fuck does that even happen? 1 of 10 from the field, 0 of 8 from 3. He flashed back to his 2018 self in Game 7. And I'm not gonna dig too much in on James Harden because he is one of those players that a lot of people like to question his heart and his intentions and whether he really wants to win. Seeing him be out there yesterday and specifically one play that showed me, man, this dude really put it out there for his team is and you can look at this both sides. I'm gonna look at the James Harden side and I'm gonna flip it over and call Giannis a fucking idiot. And in a pivotal play in the game with like probably like 1:30 left in the game, he was matched up against Giannis on the post. He was guarding him, and Landry Shamet was about to come and double. And James Harden like waves him off like, nah, I got this. And he forces I don't know if he forced Giannis to take that shot or Giannis wanted to take that shot himself. Giannis takes a turnaround fadeaway jumper and fucking misses. And James Harden was just like celebrates, and I'm like, first of all, salute to James Harden for standing his ground, playing good defense, and I don't know if he forced some shot, whatever. But Giannis, what the fuck was that? Giannis Shina Antetokounmpo. What the fuck was that? What the fuck were you thinking? You have a 6'5" guard on you. Nigga, take that nigga to the basket. Not to mention he's only playing on 1 hamstring. What the fuck are you thinking? Why the fuck would you shoot that? You cannot shoot. Giannis, you can't shoot. Giannis, you can't shoot. Fuck, nigga. Giannis, you is not a shooter, my nigga. You is not eating, bro. Niggas are not passing you the burner, nigga, in the drive-by, bro. Niggas is not passing you the burner because you can't shoot, nigga. You cannot shoot. Giannis, you can't shoot, bro. Damn, bro, you can't shoot. Don't do Oh, my God, I'm getting really upset. But, you know, let me calm down. Giannis had 34 points, 12 rebounds, 14 of 22 from the field. And he went, I don't even care for what he shot from 3. Giannis had a good game, but I'm gonna put this into perspective. Giannis had a good game, but all you're gonna see and all you're gonna hear is me. All you're gonna hear is people from all media outlets and YouTubers or whatever just kill him for the fact that he chose not to play defense. I don't know if he chose not to play defense on KD or if he just didn't want the smoke, but man, he looked really, really bad for that. Like really, like man, Giannis, you until the start of this season, you were the reigning defensive player of the year, and then it kind of makes you just look bad because already you didn't want to smoke with Jimmy Butler in the bubble when he was cutting the fucking Bucks up. You didn't want to smoke with KD last night when he was cutting your ass up, when he was cutting your team up. And it's just like, damn, bro, like you like you're supposed to be one of the best players on the globe. Like, nigga, I don't know if it's either him not wanting to or Coach Bud telling him, no, we don't want you on him or for whatever reason, but yo, man, I don't know, because all other great players like LeBron James, last year in the bubble when Jamal Murray was going crazy, man, Frank Vogel threw Vaughn on his ass. Nigga, hey, Bron, sick that nigga. Get on him. Get on his ass. Get on him. Kawhi. Kawhi guards the best nigga. Michael Jordan guards the best. Like, come on, bro. Like, Giannis, get on him. Do something. And, you know, I'm going to be honest. KD would have toasted his ass. So it really wouldn't make a difference. It's just the fact that Giannis did not do it. Giannis didn't do it. So I don't really know what to say, man. But I'm enjoying talking about this game because it just gives me so much to unravel and talk about. And another thing that just, man, yep, Giannis cost the Bucks the game. Giannis taking that dumb shot, and then also the very next possession, Giannis fumbles the pass from Chris Middleton. And one of the reasons why I feel like he fumbled that pass is because he got so scared and then he tried to go up like hella quick because he didn't want to get fouled because he knew for a fact he was going to miss the free throws. I feel like he knew for a fact he was going to miss the free throws. Because when you have a player like Giannis, who is the best player on the team, but it struggles to shoot from the field and from the free throw line, bro, you make it very hard for your team to win games down the stretch. You make it very hard for your team to win games down the stretch. Because if you can't shoot, and this is why I get on Ben Simmons' ass, Ben Simmons can't fucking shoot from the field or shoot from the free throw line. Like, nigga, pick a struggle, bro. Pick a struggle. Bro, pick a struggle. Like, it's just like those posts back in the day. You can't be broke and ugly. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Chris Middleton had 25 points, 5 assists, 8 of 22 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3. Drew Holiday had 19 points, 8 assists, 7 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3. Brook Lopez, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 of 10 from the field, and 3 of 5 from 3. And let me get to the what the fuck. All right. James Harden was playing his first game in I don't know how long. Well, the first game of the series. And you can obviously tell that he went 0 from 8 he was 1 of 10. He went 0 from 8 from 3. The nigga had no legs. He couldn't play, bro. Coach Bud, what the fuck? Why did you not go at James Harden? Every single, bro, he played 46 minutes. Bro, those points of the game where Drew Holiday was just blowing past this nigga like, oh, he cannot guard me. Giannis gets the same person and decides to take a turnaround jumper when the game is on the line. Nigga, you can't shoot. The fuck are you thinking? Bro, yesterday just showed me why Coach Bud, like, this is such, like, bro, good coaches exploit mismatches. That's why Steph Curry's always put in the mixer when during the playoffs, because he's not a terrible defender, but he's not the best defender for sure on the floor. That's the reason why Isaiah Thomas is not even in the league anymore. Because there are times in the playoffs where coaches would literally run plays at him every single possession to try and get him off the court. That's why he's not in the league anymore, man. Like, I don't even understand what Coach Bud, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Why no double team, bro? They didn't double KD in the fourth. They didn't triple team him. They didn't try to force the ball out of it. Bro, what the fuck are you thinking? God damn. Oh, my God. Coach Bud, when the Bucks lose this series, Coach Bud is out of there. Get him the fuck out of there. Get him out, Get him out. Get him out. And another thing I noticed, man, it's just it seemed like when the game got tight, the Bucks just folded, man. The Bucks folded, man, and that's disheartening. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't even want to go too much go expand in details about this because honestly, the Bucks disappointed me yesterday. The Bucks disappointed me for sure yesterday. And it just is what it is. So I want to talk about Chris Paul. So it had just been reported that Chris Paul has now been put into the NBA COVID protocol. And this comes as news because this is just random as fuck. And I want to be the first to say, like, and what was reported was that he might miss, like, either the first 1 or 2 games of the Western Conference Finals. We're not even too sure when the Western Conference Finals are going to start because of the simple fact that Game 5 is today, so it might that series might go to either 6 games or 7 games, depending on who wins tonight, whatever. So we don't know exactly when the Western Conference Finals is going to start, but I honestly feel for Chris Paul because it definitely feels like he can't catch a break. It seems like Chris Paul has always been like the one of the biggest knocks on Chris Paul is the fact that he doesn't win in the most critical times of, like, you know, of the playoffs. He's either injured or I don't know. It just seems like he can't catch a break. And I honestly feel for him because after I think after 2019 when they got bounced by the Warriors in the second round, a lot of people kind of like had him written off. He kind of had a resurgence in his career last year, with playing with OKC, but definitely for sure this year after he led a Phoenix team to where they're at now. Honestly, to where they're at now, to where I'm honestly happy that he's doing great right now, and it just kind of really it really sucks to see this happening, considering all the stuff that he's already been through. 2016, he had a broken hand. 2018 was the hamstring. Early in the first round against the Lakers, he fucks up his shoulder. You could obviously tell that like I think it was either game 2 or game 3 where he was just losing the ball, turning it over. He couldn't dribble. Stuff like that was happening. It was just like, damn, man, like this really happened to him. So I hope for Chris Paul's sake that he was vaccinated, because if he was vaccinated, and I feel like this is occurring because of the fact that at the game 4 against the Nuggets, he went into the stands, was hugging his mom, his sister, his family, his brother, whatever, hugging his family, which I personally don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, if you can have a fucking arena full of fans, I don't even understand like what the issue is. Like, there's fans for a reason, because like honestly, even I live in California, and this is the first day California is going to be fully open since in what 15 months. Everything is open. Clubs are open. Movie theaters are open. Everything is open. So, knowing that, I'm just hoping he doesn't. First of all, I hope he doesn't miss any games. But if he does, I hope he only misses 1 game, because I know that without Chris Paul, I don't know if the Suns can beat either the Clippers or the Jazz. That puts him at a very, very big disadvantage. He's really important and really a focal point. I said focal point of their offense and what they do. So they need him very, very bad. And if he does miss any games, shame on the fucking league. I just hope that he was vaccinated so that doesn't happen. Next thing I want to talk about is France versus Germany, okay? The only reason why I'm actually talking about this is because of how anticipated of a game this was, even though it didn't really live up to its standards and expectations or X, Y, and Z. I mean, I'm gonna briefly talk about the game, and then I'm gonna just wrap it up and talk about Paul Pogba, because I really want to highlight his performance, because he played amazing, and I'm gonna get up out of here. But the game, like I said, the game, considering the nature of these two teams and who they are and what they represent in European football, France has so many big name players: Kylian Mbappe, Karim Benzema, Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante. Like, they have a lot of firepower, and so does Germany. Thomas Müller, Kai Havertz, Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané, and like you would think that more fireworks would have happened. I was hoping for like a 2-1 game or a 3-2 game, but none of that happened. It was a 1-0 game, and the only goal that was scored was a own goal by Matt Hummels. So I mean, a little disappointing, but both teams created chances. Even though both teams created chances, nothing really stood out. Like nothing really stood out to me as like, oh my god, like this was a great game. Like I mean, it was decent game at best. Not what I expected, but Paul Pogba was the man of the match. To no surprise, he led the team he led the team in touches, passes, possession. And it's funny though because but I know for a fact, like this is a proven fact. Like this is a proven fact, and it's easy to see why. Paul Pogba looks like a top 5 player in the world when he plays for France. Why? Well, first of all, one, he's surrounded by elite niggas. Like I said, when you play with Kylian Mbappe and Antoine Griezmann, and your midfield, like the person that you're playing in the midfield with is N'Golo Kante, obviously you're gonna look for. And then playing with N'Golo Kante allows him to have more of a free range of motion on the field and playing a more advanced role, which isn't something he often does too often for United. But he plays with better players. Because trust me, United isn't the United they were 10 years ago. When he puts on the France kit, he plays with better people, and then also better players. And the most important part, he's playing with somebody just as good as him, or if not better than him in the midfield. And that midfield player, N'Golo Kante, just cleans up everything. So it just gives him the free range to do so much more and to showcase more of his talents, his dribbling, his passing, his vision, his strength, his pace, all that shit. So that's why when I see performances like this from him, it doesn't really come as a surprise. Like he always saves his best. Like he looks like a man amongst boys when he plays for France. And a lot of the game yesterday, he had the like I said, playing with N'Golo Kante gives anybody the privilege, to be honest. Like Jorginho and Kovacic, they know what I'm talking about. He was constantly finding spaces and drifting into pockets. He played on a different level than everybody else except for N'Golo Kante. And he just kept picking up the ball outside of Toni Kroos, and then he would just turn around and just get into action. So it was good to see him play. It wasn't a surprise that he won the man of the match or whatever you want to call it. He dictated the pace of France and the game for France, and he was if he was more in sync with the players up front, France would have scored more goals, but they didn't. Nevertheless, I mean, salute to France for getting 3 points out of the game. Shout out to them. And that is the end of today's podcast. I want to thank everybody for listening, for tuning in, that continues to fuck with me and support me. I really I'm to my core, I'm really a humble ass nigga. Like, so seeing what's happening to me right now and like the traction I'm getting, like I genuinely do appreciate everyone who's commenting on my videos, sharing my videos, fucking with me on TikToks. I'm getting niggas DMing me on Instagram. Like I truly do love that shit. Like I know it's at the basement level right now, but I promise on my soul, on my life, I'm gonna take this shit to the top. All right. With that being said, that's the end of today's podcast. Thank you for everybody who's listening. I want to keep thanking everybody because without you listening and consuming this shit, I mean, I would be where I was at a week ago. So thank you very much. Thank you for all those people who continue to subscribe and continue to comment, continue to tell me that I'm gonna be big one day, because I really do appreciate that shit. From the bottom of my heart, I'm keep just saluting everyone and saying thank you, because it truly does mean a lot. All right, continue to share, continue to like, continue to listen to this shit. Shake the room, shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, and I'm out.